Alrighty, Hunter x Hunter episodes 108 and 109. This will be the first of 6 2-episode videos over the next 3 weeks. Things are really starting to pick up. Killer was back with Icalgo, who seems like a very genuine and grateful Chimera Ant. I think Icalgo, along with Meliaron, are going to have some really big roles to play going forward. And Colt has also just popped into my head. We haven't seen Colt in forever. I'm sure he's going to have a part to play in this, along with whatever that last little offspring was that the Queen essentially like gave to Colt right at the end. Seems like Nov's out of the game. He's experienced too much. Lots of questions around what's happened to Palm and whatnot. I'm expecting a little bit more of the King this episode. I'm kind of curious as to whether or not they realize that Nov's been inside the palace, if they find his shoes or not. We're going to see. There's a lot going on. So like and subscribe. Check out the Patreon for early access if you're interested. And with all that being said, enjoy the video.
3 days remain until the sorting.
That was the worst thing I have ever experienced. How did that happen? Okay, we're back. Not the English jump scare. That's much better. Words I don't understand. Gungi of Komugi?
休憩だ。半日後に再開する。
あ、私はまだまだ。
フラフラの貴様に勝っても世の気が済まぬわ。
So he's gone from trying to trick her with the whole, well not trick her, but play with her mindset with the wager, to now he wants to beat her when she's at her best. Yeah. Dude, it's so funny. Bro, you would be in so much trouble if you did that. Yeah, he had to stop himself. Dude. It's so interesting that this girl, in the grand scheme of things, like she's pretty weak, right? But she's causing so many problems. Yeah, don't be doing that then. Come on, bro. He's doing a lot right now. Yeah. Well, you stopped yourself, so let's chill out a little bit. What a graphic, man. Yeah, it's a bit like that. And here we go. Yeah. It's like Meliaron and Icalgo. I'm gonna take Nov's place. Yeah, yeah. I'm so glad he shared his technique with everyone, man. That's what it seems like, at least. 3rd floor, that's it.
さて、何か質問ある？パームのことなんだけど、今どうしてるか、なんとかわからないかな。抜け出したら連絡がある。ないのはそういうことだ。
We'll see, man. We'll see. We didn't see it.
万が一奴らに見つかったら自ら死を選べ。あいつはその覚悟で敵地に。
She could have been too scared by Pito's, you know, aura, I guess, to take her own life. It's nice to see that Gon, yeah, still cares a little bit about Palm.
仮にパームが生きたまま敵に捕まっていたとする。その場合、十中八九作戦は敵にバレてる。一瞬で全滅さ。そんな最悪の時のことをあれこれ考えるより、大事なのはパームを信じることだろ。
That's hard, Killua.
もしもパームがそういう状況だったら作戦の変更も今なら可能だとゴンは言いたかったんじゃないか。甘いよ。
This back and forth.
まずパームを最優先に救い出すことを主張するんだよ。で、どうやるかの方法は人任せときたもんだ。
He knows him too well.
心配なのはわかるけど、作戦が始まったら終了まですっぱり忘れろ。まだ2日ある。
2 days, that's where we're at. Alright, it's all about to happen, man. I'm so ready. She always be saying that, man. Right, she's
ここ
looking.
で右辺に活路を求めたらどうだ。
それよりこの牙です。攻守両天秤で中央
Bro,
に
she's
構え
not
ていた
teaching
方が
him now as well.
リスクを恐れずに前に出るのも時と場合です。
Oh, that's pretty relevant to what Gon and Killua are doing.
その後の統一までのスケジュールをできる限り早めたいのです。
そんなことか。
出発も選別終了直後とし、
二度言わすな。お前に任せると言っておるのだ。もう世が呼ぶまで下がっておる。
He's way too focused on this, man. It's like he's trying to rush the king through this.
王は確かに凄まじい速さで上達している。しかし彼女も進化している。
でも王の勝ちは時間の問題だろ。
Maybe he never wins, man. Dude.
100% 間違いなく単独犯だに。
Who?
レオルを倒した男と同一人物。
Oh, she doesn't know.
僕の人形よりも数は少ないけれど精度はかなり上。やりたいにゃ。でもここから動けないにゃ。
Okay. Mora would be no match for Pito. When's Yuppie gonna do something, man? He's just chilling.
王は間違いなくここ3階の玉座の間で選別の様子を。
But he might not be watching the selection. He might still be playing Gungi. Oh, and this girl might be there, and that might throw a spanner in the works. Yeah, something feels off, Killua. Hold on. Hold on, man. Hold on. Whenever something feels off, something is off.
全く間を置かず、急所急所を攻めてくる。鋭さは増すばかりだ。しかし息苦しくはない。むしろ楽しくすらある。そういう局面に手が導かれているからだ。それはこやつが世よりもまだ数段高みくらうってい
Still
う証。
really interesting, man.
一体どこまで強くなる。
総帥様、私変です。
What? Ned?
止まらないんです。素晴らしい手が次々と洪水みたい
Dude,
に
look at this
頭になだれ込ん
aura.
できて、
It's so unique.
もっともっと強くなれる。
She's in the zone right now.
これからだったのだ。強くなるのは。
Hold on, man. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
少しお休みをいただけませんか？
He'll say yes.
どうかしたのか。
いえ、部屋で書き留めておきたいんです。浮かんでくる手を
He'll
全部。
want to play against her like this.
実際にコマに触れて盤上に記名を並べると絶対に忘れないん
Yeah,
です。
that was what that graphic was doing, right?
わかった。休む。
Oh, dude, so interesting. He wants to see how good she can get, and then if he can get better than that,
名前。おい、
this is the question.
名は何と申す。
私のですか？
他に誰がいる。
小麦です。
Komugi, there we go.
小麦か。
総帥様は、総帥様のお名前は何とおっしゃられるのですか？
Is this bad?
世の名前。
Is this disrespectful? Hello?
世は何という。
Does he not know? Well, we know the queen named him.
いかがなされましたか？
プフ。
は。
そう。お前はプフ。
Oh, this is so interesting.
世の名前は何という。
Do they know?
王は王です。それ以外の何者でもなく。
I can't remember who knows then. Maybe it's just Colt, but he's having like an identity crisis, like he needs a name. Meruem, whatever it was.
王は称号。称号は所詮冠で、名前ではない。
王ご自身が最もふさわしいと思われる名を付けられるのがよろしいか。
まあ良いわ。
お名前は選別の後でも遅くはありません。
I don't think he gives a shit about the selection right now.
王、何か
Oh, that eagle means
気が
something,
かり
right?
な終わりなら
I'm sure.
私めらに。
小麦の全身が光に包まれていた。
小麦？
開かずの女だ。
あのようなものの名前を。
It's getting worse,
覚
Puff.
醒したのだ。小麦は飛躍的に強くなるだろ
She experienced an awakening playing Gungi. That's crazy.
う。もしも小麦を今回の明日やる方法で選別していたらどうなっていた？
死んでますね。 生き残るのは戦闘能力が極めて高いものだけです。
Okay, well, I understand a bit more now.
小麦と出会って強さにもいろいろあると学んだ。
Yeah.
どうかおやめください。
子供を殺した。
He did do that.
決して言ってはいけません。
あの
What's he
子
gonna say?
供がもしかしたら
似合わない。
ある分野で世を凌駕する才を目覚めさせていたかもしれぬ。
I mean, yeah.
その目を世は摘んだ。
自らの行為を食い入るなど。
大した世はおう
Oh, hold on now. Look at Peter.
命を意味なくだとしたらなんという強さ。理不尽に現れ他のあまたある脆い強さを奪い
Okay, I think I understand a bit
そ
more.
れが世の力。
He's a demon.
暴力こそこの世で最も強い力。
Right, yeah, okay, I think I see. He's tunneling on this one thing, the brute strength. So he took the life of a child that could have been better than him at something, but because he had more brute strength, technically he's the superior being.
王が自分の行いを悔いているのではないか。
Yeah, he doesn't
な
care.
どとバカなことを考えて。
でも確かにあの子が来てから王は少し変わったにゃ。
王にとって邪魔ならあの小娘やればいいじゃねえか。
Don't do that.
私があなたと同じ思考レベルだったなんて。
そうとも世の力こそがこの世の
It's like he's trying to gaslight himself.
他の脆弱な強さなど
It doesn't matter if this girl is better at Gungi than him. Sorry, Komugi, I shouldn't say this girl anymore.
あの女で同じこと。
It only matters that he's physically
たか
stronger.
が軍議所詮盤上の遊び。世がほんの少し撫でればただの肉塊と化す。
He's right though, but like, that's crazy.
世の気が変われば今すぐに
But it's almost like he's resigning to the fact that he can't win at Gungi, so he's resorting to this.
もういいではないか。
Nah, you can't help it,
十
man.
分楽しんだ。もう用な
Hey,
し。
he's trying to gaslight himself.
今すぐ。
Bro, these birds are... It's so interesting, man.
ありがとうございます。
なぜ助けを呼ばぬ。ここもこっちも血だらけではないか。
Dude.
なんと脆い生き物なのだ。
Oh, maybe it's just that.
ご迷惑をおかけしてはいけないと。
Does he give a shit, or is he just worried about how fragile she
ことなど
is?
何もない。世は一体。
I feel like he gives a shit, man.
貴様は大事な客だ。何を言っている。
Is this like the human side of him?
たった今こいつを殺しに来たのではないのか。なぜ泣く。なぜやらぬ。何なのだこの生き物は。
Oh, dude, he's like so humanized a little bit.
どうしたいのだ。
Bro, this batch of episodes lately has just been so good, man. I've been comparing this arc to the Buu saga from Dragon Ball Z. Majin Buu has a pretty big arc where he's, I guess, humanized a little bit too with Hercule and the dog. Like the way, like, is he bipolar? Like, he's just completely flipped. He's gone from, I am the crazy strongest, I can do whatever I want. And then all of a sudden he can't kill this girl who he's just acknowledged as super fragile. And it's like he cares, man. It's so good, so good. Right, straight to the next episode and we'll talk about all this afterwards. Taking stock and taking action. What that mean? Talk to me. Ooh, pretty. It's the day. One day before.
静かな朝を迎えていた。
The calm before the storm. Look at him. What a little boy.
最終確認しとこうか。俺とゴンは
Okay, this will be
突入
good.
と同時に中央階段を登って玉座のままで直行。
Uh-huh.
イカルゴは北東側のエレベーターで地下へ降りてパームを探す。
Good. I like this. That makes perfect sense.
王と護衛軍3匹がいた場合は計画通りに行動する。問題は奴らがいなかった場合。
Yeah, they're hinging on that.
何時には必ずここにいるって時に合わせて待ってると、お互いにとって予期せぬ出来事がそんな日に限って起こる。
Maybe the Gungi and Komugi is the unusual here.
一瞬の狼狽が死に直結してる。
Oh, something's gonna happen then. It's just what and how.
ピトーの円は宮殿全体と 庭園を包んでもあまりある面積をカバーしてる。つまり俺たちが突入した瞬間にあの時の超不気味なオーラを感じ
They'll
て
know that Pito said. That makes sense. Yeah, okay.
つまり奴らが宮殿内にいない場合、もしくは宮殿内にいてもなぜか円を使っ
That's
てない場合、
what I was thinking about, yeah.
それがあったんだって。ノブさんが宮殿に侵入した時。
Yeah. Yeah.
そう、それが一番不可解。
Yeah, they don't know why. That they would have no idea to know that the king injured himself.
奴の能力に関係することだと思うんだがな。じゃあそれもコルトに聞いてみようよ。
Colt?
だな。
It's been a long time. Talk to me.
おそらくその時ピトーは誰かの治療をしている。
Yeah, here we go. Oh, this is good. I'm glad they get to find this out.
今
Oh,
思うと
this is gonna be the thing, man. Look at
奴は
it.
円を使ってなかった気がする。
He's raising it. Sorry, I'm not even reading the subtitles.
あの時誰かが、おそらく王か他の護衛軍かが負傷して、その治療のため一時円と人形を引っ込めた。
誰が怪我させられるんだよ。あの怪物たちの誰かをよ。
I'd be shocked if they figured this out.
あのピトーが王を危険にさらしてまで円を解いて他のやつを治療するなんて 100% ない。
True, it had to be the king.
ってことは怪我したのは王自身。
So interesting, man. I mean, obviously we know what happened, but for them trying to figure it out.
護衛軍がやるわけねえだろ。かといって他の下っ端じゃかすり傷すら与えられねえし。
Self-harm. Do they even consider it?
だから俺たちの結論は、
王が自分を
Of course they do.
何かが起こる気がしてきたぜ。
You got no idea. You could never expect it.
直ちにリーゴ広場へ集合せよ。
Hey, yo, it might be time a little bit.
我々にとって最も怖いのは王が我々の目の届かない場所へ連れ去られること。
Ah, that's what we want to do.
選別中でも3人のうち最低1人は王のそばにいなければなりませんね。
I'm just trying to gather whether or not they intend to be in the throne room or not, you know, or where they intend to actually be.
体がでかくて嫌でも目立つ。
It would make sense for it to be
自分
Peter.
が楽しいと夢中になってしまうタイプ。
Might be
わかりまし
himself.
た。私が適任なわけですね。
We're getting a lot of insight into Puff's mental these last few episodes.
どうしました？
奴らの気配が完全に消えた。
Yeah, here we go, here we go.
よし。
Please.
護衛軍の警戒網はなめねえ方がいいぜ。
俺がやろ
Nov?
う。このマンションのあらゆる出入り口から自由に出
I
入り
thought.
できるのは
Wait,
俺だけ。異常があれば知らせよう。
what's happened to him?
宮殿のそばもピトーの円の外ならば。
Yeah, that PTSD. Has he just aged so much that like his hair has like changed color from the stress?
この中で誰よりも俺が奴らを恐れて。
Nov's really changed, man.
そんな無茶はしない。
I get it.
決してな。
Wonder if he's also worried about Palm as well. Might be in the back of his mind. Yeah, look at his eyes, man. He looks just tired.
ピトー、貴様、小麦が襲われているのを知っていたな。
Oh, true.
王に危害は及ばないものと判断し放置しました。
今から小麦の周囲も警戒し。
That's fair enough though from Pito. But he cares, man. He wants her to stay alive. Like, even after the selection, he still wants to be playing Gungi. But that might not be possible because shit's about to go down.
一体数万人の行列が聖戦と王のもとへ進んでいく。まさにあり。
Like ants. Oh boy. What?
あれはなんだ？
It's reminding me of... Oh, it's Puff. What's he doing? He's drugging them.
あの粉に催眠作用があるに違いない。選別が始まり、鮮血が周囲を赤く染めても、
That's a crazy
彼らは
image.
おとなしく静かに立ち続けるだろう。
Jesus Christ, man. Are we even gonna see much of that? I don't know, bro.
俺たちが派手に暴れても集まってる人民はパニックになる。
True, true.
最大の懸念が片付いたな。思う存分やれるぜ。
We can go crazy. I'm ready, man.
全員揃ったな。
パームから連絡あった？
Instantly concerned.
そう。
結構30分前まで待ってみよう。
二人とも落ち着いているな。特にキルアは俺と戦った時の精神的な弱さはない。
He's been through a bit, man.
なぜだろう。 彼が時折消え入りそうに儚く見えるの。
Interesting. Is it because he's still on edge?
この中で最も不安を抱えているのは俺自身じゃないか。人類の未来が俺の手に。
Gonna get an insight into everyone's mental.
メレオロンもイカルゴもいいハートを持ってる。人とかアリとか関係ねえ。ハートがねえやつなんていねえ。
That's big time from Knuckle.
できれば王とも。
Oh, hopefully that's big, man. But we're starting to see that a little bit.
やらなきゃやられる。
カイト、もうすぐだよ。
It's where everyone's head's at right now.
必ず元に戻すから。あいつを倒して。
What if it doesn't work though, man? Look at his aura. Ooh.
俺はフォローに徹するぜ。お前の戦いに誰も邪魔が入らないよ。
Dude, what a homie. What a wingman.
新しい技。
KOMUGI. Hello? What does that mean? Do I have to look that up? I might. Actually, that might spoil me.
絶好調100とするなら40。いや、35ってとこ。
Moral? Right, Moral's dead.
ノブが折れた今、俺しかいない。できれば全力で戦いたかったが、下手に余力がない分、諦めもつく。
Dude, he's resigned to it.
できる限りターゲットを王から遠ざけ足止めする。それに専念だ。
I think he knows he might die.
どうしても立ち向かえそうにない。
Yeah, we get an insight into everyone's mindsets here, where they're at. It's big time.
息を止めるのはやはり最高で2分くらい。
Okay, that's good information to know.
緊張を思うと半分の1分と考えとくのが妥当。
Ooh. We're playing for a 1-minute window.
俺は生まれ変わる。
Very symbolic for Icalgo. Oh, I like all this build up, man.
明日が俺の誕生日。
I think Icalgo might die, man. Ooh.
世は王だ。
He doesn't even know his name.
だが世は何者だ。
Existential crisis.
何のために
Oh,
生まれて
he's
きた。
asking the questions, man. You can decide, brother. Oh, what a graphic.
タイムアップだ。行くぞ。
Exo! Oh, here we go, here we go. This is about to be the best shit ever, man. Okay, we're all together. That's good.
突入まであと10分。
It might be next episode, bro. Okay. So I have to go to work and then I'm watching the next 2 episodes when I get back. That's where I'm at. But we are in a very, very exciting spot right now. Alrighty, so I think the king is the thing you can pay attention to the most through all of this. We got quite an insight into characters like Shirepuff as well, a little bit more of Pito and everyone, where their whole mindsets are at the end of episode 109. But the plan is all lined up, ready to go. We know enough details as viewers, I think, as we need to right now, and we're going to see the rest of it as it unfolds. That's pretty classic stuff. I'm just trying to put my finger on Shirepuff at the start of episode 108 here, you know, when he almost kills KOMUGI. But I think it comes down to when he kind of corrects himself later. He was really worried that the king was going to regret having killed that child, but that wasn't the case. The king was really trying to amp himself up and use that to kind of show himself that even though that child could have potentially outclassed him in something in the future and he killed that potential, it's because he's so strong physically. That's what makes him superior. Like I said during the episodes, it's like he's trying to gaslight himself, and then immediately when he was faced with KOMUGI in danger, his natural reaction was to protect her. But I think Puff was really worried that KOMUGI was going to break the king's shell, if you will, like his character as the king, and really change him, which she is doing. And Puff was so concerned about the selection going well and making sure everything was the way it was meant to be, you know, after the selection, that he was willing to take things into his own hands, but he was able to stop himself. But KOMUGI has awakened, man, like through all of this playing Gungi. So like the king's been getting consistently better as well. I guess for argument's sake, you could probably say that right now, he is the best opponent she's ever played against, but because she's been getting better this whole time as well, their skill gap, I guess, has stayed, I guess, potentially the same. But it seems like this has only just happened to her now. When she touches a piece and she leaves it in play, she remembers where it is forever, like the board state. Now, once again, that's not an uncommon thing amongst like chess pros, Magnus Carlsen, for instance. But you wonder if she could do this before. She might have just had like you can't really call it a photographic memory because she can't see, but maybe to do do with her touch, but now it's awakened in like a Nen way. But her aura was so unique, man. Like these bubbles, like these colors, and she was like freaking out because of it. She was like, oh my god, I feel like I can play forever. She has all these moves in her head she needs to go and record. But I was thinking like maybe there's some way the king can use her ability to do this with Gungi, like in battle, like to set up like, you know, an army or whatnot. I don't know if we're ever going to get to that. I think Komugi awakening Nen here is showing the king properly that she is evolving. She's getting so much stronger, and the king is still probably in his mind going to want to beat her to prove that he's that much better. It just seems like his kind of character, and he's so concerned with making sure she's okay, that she can play at her best, that he wants to beat her at her best. But maybe it's becoming something a little bit more different. Maybe he's genuinely caring for this person. He asked for her name, man, and she asked for his, and he couldn't give her an answer, and then that led the king down this whole existential crisis. Like, we know his name, it's like Meruem or something, right? I'm pretty sure the queen would have at least said it to Colt, right? So maybe Colt's the only one who knows. And it's really interesting because Colt does have that last little child, right? We saw it in this episode, or the last episode, 109. You can see something's gonna come full circle with all of this between Colt, the child, and the king. Maybe even Komugi as well. We're gonna see. Like, these sorts of characters are always so interesting. Like, the king's just come into existence. Like, he hasn't been alive for that long in the grand scheme of things. He just assumed that he was who he was, like the strongest. He's the king, but he's trying to figure out who he actually is. What does he stand for? Why is he here? He's asking all these really deep questions. It's so interesting. But even Knuckle is saying things like, I hope the king has a heart as well. We know Gon's the kind of character to want to get through to these ants who are a little bit more human, as we've seen with Meliorn, for example. So you can see they're setting up a lot of really interesting things. Like, it's just, oh dude, there's going to be so many things that go on. There's going to be conflict, there's going to be fighting, but there's going to be a lot of this deeper stuff as well. I just love the contrast between the king, you know, saying, I can kill her if I want to. Like, haven't I had my fun? I am the strongest. It doesn't matter if she's better at me than Gungi. Physically, I'm stronger, and he's trying to tell himself that's all that matters. And immediately he shifts when he sees her being attacked by this bird. It's just so interesting, man. I really enjoyed it. All right, so episode 109. So we don't see the king until quite late in this episode, but immediately he says to Pito, I need you to watch out for Komugi's well-being as well, not just his. So immediately he's already changed a little bit. Oh man. The way Komugi breaks down because she's never been showed so much kindness. And this is the king who's supposed to be this absolute demon, man. So we get a little bit more of an insight into the plan as well. Ikalgo's job is to go and look for Palm, and I'm sure he's gonna find her. I really wonder what's happened. I'm sure we're gonna find out. At this point, I'm assuming she's alive. But look, they did do that, you know, kind of thing with Kite. Like, we didn't get to see it. All of a sudden, he was dead. We'll stay open-minded, but I don't know. Now, Killer was really concerned, and he's really concerned about what if they're not in the throne room. And this whole unusual circumstances tend to pop up in specific times like this when they've chosen a day. And to me, that's just saying, look, that's exactly what's going to happen. But what's it going to be? Is it going to be Komugi? Something to do with Gungi? Like, that's the only two things I really have on that. But perhaps it's just to show that Killua's head is thinking about these kind of things, you know? And Shoot even draws attention to that. Like, on the surface, Killua seems a lot more hardened than he was when Killua lost to Shoot. But he's still thinking about all this other stuff, you know? He's worried perhaps that something's going to go wrong. But that's contrasted with Killua saying, like, he's looking at Gon, how Gon's really fired up to save Kite potentially by defeating Neferpito, which we don't even know if that's going to happen or not. We're going to find out. But Killua's locked in on supporting Gon. He knows how much this means to Gon. Killua's going to do his thing to make sure that Gon can do what Gon feels like he needs to do. I really appreciate that. That's a real brother. Lots of other little details about the plan and what's going on with the march leading into the selection. You can really feel the tension building as we get closer, but we're right there. We're 10 minutes away. Don't really need to go into a lot of this. I just know, I know what's going on. That's what matters. But I do appreciate that they draw attention to the fact that their biggest concern was all of the citizens panicking, but that's been taken care of because they're all hypnotized. The citizens are just going to be sat there completely hypnotized while all of this goes down. What we'll see, like, Netero's about to be here, man. Like, it's about to happen. And Moral, I'm really worried for. Look, I think he's kind of set up to die. Like, Nov's already, like, out of the picture, you know? He's just going to sit in the back. He might jump in. I don't know. It might be something to do with Palm. He might feel like he has to jump in and sacrifice himself. Moral is not fighting anywhere near at full strength. His job is to pull one of the Royal Guard away. I'm pretty sure he's going to be absolutely no match. So if whoever guard he's fighting wants to kill him, there's a good chance they probably will. Knuckle and Shoot. Look, we know Shoot's mentality is a little bit fragile. So he might react the same way as Nov does when he encounters one of their auras. Or maybe it's just Pito's that is that nefariously strong. but like it's because it's her end that's always like projecting out, right? That's why they can sense it. They probably haven't even sensed Yuppies or Puffs, or not to mention the Kings. Who else? So Miliron and Icalgo, look, they're locked in as well. Icalgo is so loyal to Killua, like he's saying, you know, it's going to be his birthday, man. He's going to be born anew. He's going to be a new person. I think he might die, man. I just have a feeling. I think Miliron's locked in as well. We're banking on a minute. We've got 1 minute, I imagine, to get Knuckle close. I mean, you would want it to be Netero, but Netero, I don't know if he's much of a part of this right now in terms of all the specifics. We just know where he's gonna be. Next 2 episodes are gonna slap, man. I'm definitely a little bit more attached to Shirepuff now than I have been. I'm still not as fond of him as I am of Pito, you know, like, and that's a crazy sentence, I know, because Pito killed Kite, but Pito is a very, you know, she's a likable ant, if you will. She just has a very interesting personality and, I guess, presence when she's around. Kind of like Hisoka in some ways, if you will. It's weird and out of pocket in some ways, and she's done some crazy things, but her presence is appreciated in the context of what's going on. I'm a little bit pressed for time, so I am going to have to cut this one off now. I'm pretty happy with that. Don't feel the need to go super in depth with a lot of this at this point, because look, our characters are so established at this point. You really know exactly what's going on, and I'm not going to lie, we're right there, and I'm itching for it. Like, I want to see what's about to happen. This is about to be some of the best stuff in Hunter x Hunter, I'm sure of it. So with that being said, I'm going to leave this one here. I'm going to go to work, and then I'm going to come home and I'm going to watch the next 2 episodes, see what starts to happen. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next episodes of Hunter x Hunter.